So we are back with Mr. Olukunle, Mr. Temi Olukunle.
Okay.
I have the next question. It says, if you have a chance to change anything in Edri, what will it be and why?
Hmm. That's a very big question and
Yeah.
quite multifaceted.
Yes.
There are quite a number of things that needs change in Edri. Some of them, and in fairness, some of them are already changing.
They
So
started.
maybe I should start from what I have passion for real estate.
Okay.
Um, but I can say that coming into 2025, there's been some changes. It can be better, and hopefully, if the leadership at some point, the mayor and the other guys are, and the council team members are, looking at this at some point.
Yeah.
Again, kudos to you guys for listening to the community,
Yeah.
particularly with some of the changes happening with the zoning arrangements,
Yes.
allowing residents to develop legal suite and all that, because that was one of the pain points coming to Hedry for somebody like us, like myself and my family. But we really didn't mind because we're more like we're interested in a family-oriented, community and city. And we found
Yes.
out in here, we found that in Hedry, so we came anyway. So that's in terms of the real estate development and all that. There's still a bit of some restrictions. I get it. The city is careful, balancing the reality of today
Yeah.
with the public sentiments and all, which is fine, is a good thing. But I believe gradually we're going to get there.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
we have a huge housing deficit
Yeah.
that we need to solve. And if we don't create those spaces for people to live, then we can't complain about homelessness in our cities.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I do hope that the city will continue to progress
Yeah.
in that direction with all the changes they've implemented, granting, allowing legal suites and a few other things, in place. So that would be one part, because again, I'm a mortgage professional, so I must speak to that side. On the other side, again, I also like to see changes in the community approach and the integration in the city itself, right?
Mm.
We want to see more participation
Yeah.
across all groups. I know the
Yes.
city is trying again, being a part of the leadership of the every Black community. I see some of those activities that the city is actively trying to encourage and promote, but we
Yeah.
need a lot more.
Yeah.
Again, it's not going to be the fault of the city when those communities don't get themselves involved.
Thank
So as
you.
much as we can talk about the city creating that avenue, but
Yeah.
when they reach out, say, to the Black community or the Filipino or the
Yeah.
Chinese community, and
Yeah.
nobody shows up, I mean, really, what do you want the city to do? So again, I also want to see that change
Right.
of behavior on the
Mm.
part of the communities in Hedry.
Yeah.
People need to know that this is your city.
Yeah.
This is your home,
Ownership.
right?
Yeah.
Recently, I mean, we're going through some challenges with our neighbors in the south, in the United States, with the tariff and everything going on. And I told a group of friends recently, I'm a Canadian. Okay, so and I have to stand up for Canada as well.
Yes.
So it's not a question of oh yeah, used to be a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian Canadian,
Yeah. Yeah.
and as much as a Canadian as
Yes.
so if something affects my country, it's going to affect me.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to also play our part as community members. We need to show up and we need to stand, for Canada, because
Beautiful.
the country has given us so much.
Yes.
We can't deny that, and it's one of the reasons why I also give back, a lot, to the
Beautiful.
place that has also given me so. So
Yeah.
it's a balance. So as individuals, as community members, not just the Black community, everybody needs to step up, and that needs to change. That's not a problem of the city. That is the problem of the communities themselves.
Yeah.
I know people have this. There's this cynicism, maybe that's the right word. That are you sure it's a sincere? No, you don't worry about that. Just show up.
Yeah.
Right. Do your part and let it be like, oh, I tried. I wasn't allowed. All those kind of things. If you have a business idea, pitch the business idea.
Right.
Let's have business. We don't do. I mean, how many businesses do we even Black owned or other than in the city of Edry? We need a lot more of those businesses springing up.
Yes.
Talk of the challenges. The challenges are going to be there. You just have to, if I start talking about the challenges that I face
Boy.
to get to where I am in terms of work, in terms of business, in terms of, a lot of people are, when I sit down, some people don't believe my story, because I tell them that this is what I've gone through. They're like, really? So yeah. And it's enough for anybody to quit. even in my career and all that, I faced challenges that ordinarily I should have resigned maybe some 2 years ago, right? But I never, other than my wife or maybe, you know, the kids. I'm not sure, I never shared that with her. I don't even,
No.
right? But guess what? I know the easiest thing to do is to quit. That's the easiest thing to do. But rather, you keep fighting. If you've
Yeah.
not done anything wrong or anything, you just keep your heads above the water, be tenacious, and at the end of the day, you will get through to the other side, which is what my story has also been. So I want to encourage people
Yeah.
that needs to change, in our cities, in our families, in our community. Let's be more active in the community.
Yes.
Set up your businesses here. Are there things that we like in Calgary that we don't have in Hedry? What about thinking of, is it time to start, setting up those kind of activities here as well?
Right.
To attract. So those are things that we need to start thinking about, and I would love to see change around here, and hopefully before not too long, we're going to see, the kind of growth that we want in our space, and we
instead of
will be there.
complaining,
Oh yeah,
do something.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We
that's
need to.
beautiful.
Right.
And I'm glad you mentioned that the trade war and all that going on. This is a time for you to actually buy local,
True.
support local. If you know
True.
any local business, mom and dad businesses, support
For
them.
sure.
Because in Canada, it looks like we're on our own now. So
Oh yeah.
let's support each other.
Yeah.
And if you want to start a business, this is the time, because it's everywhere. Everyone is talking about Canada. Start your business.
Oh
they will
yeah.
support you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Because it's time for you to do something.
I had the privilege of sharing. I don't think I don't maybe in the Edry Black community, in the community group, or one of the groups, and I was telling people were talking about the trade war.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the majority of people, I don't know, maybe that's human nature.
Yeah.
People are wired to see the negative. So everybody talks about the tariff, home prices are going to crash or go up, or rates, people talk. So my point is, what's really my business with the tariff? No.
It's happening.
The tariff is not my business, right? My business is, what are the wealth opportunities in this event happening? Do you know how there's going to be a shift in buying US to buying Canadian? So what are the things that Canada or Hedry relies on from the States that we can start looking at how to produce locally, right?
That's exactly how
so that's how to think. So why am I worried about what Donald Trump, President Trump is doing to Canada? No, it's okay.
You can't even do anything
exactly. It's an opportunity for us to start thinking and solving problems locally, and start saying, okay, you know what? This is a substitute for what we're getting from the States. We can make this here, we can make it cheaper. And if it's something we cannot make cheaper, we can ask ourselves, if we add XYZ to this, it becomes cheaper than what we're getting from the States. Yes, we might follow some pain points maybe for a few period of time.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we become self-reliant. So that's the way I
don't see it negative at all. Thank you for bringing it up. Because when this thing happened, I've seen so many positive things. Like,
oh yeah,
Canadians are becoming closer than ever.
Totally.
Businesses, even little businesses that didn't want to talk, are speaking up now. People are. So why are we complaining? Like, instead of complaining, start something.
Do
something. I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Wow. Glad we're having this interview. All right, so we'll take a short break, and we're going to inspire a young Black person out there that's wondering what they're going to do with their lives, their future. Like, if you can inspire someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll be right back, okay?
Thank you.
The next part of this interview is also so loaded. Stay tuned.